What's up, Lowheat Army? I have an interesting pair of retro Lowheat today to show you. I already got the opening started because this looks difficult, as you can see. So I just got this in the mail from eBay. This is not eBay authentic. The eBay authentication service was not utilized on this pair. But it is an older pair. It is not super hype, so I'm not as worried. If any of you see anything fishy in this unboxing when I show these off, please drop a note in the comments. It wouldn't be, I didn't pay a ton for these, so I don't think, usually people don't go out of their way to scam low value things. That being said, maybe these were fakes back in the day, so that's definitely possible. So if you see anything fishy, let me know, but I'm pretty confident they're legit. So as you already know from the title, this, well, maybe not, I might title this differently, a little bit more intrigue and clickbaity. So this looks like a replacement box, because this is not, I did not get size 10. So let's see what's in here. I wanted to get these ever since, well, actually, let's see them first. Let's see them first, then I'll talk about it. Yeah. Nice. As you can see, these are a pair of Air Jordan 2 highs in the Varsity red colorway. White and red colorway. See, look at the tag here. I got my size 11.5. I don't know if that focused. Yeah, 11.5. And these were made in, well, manufactured in 2013, but distributed in between 13 and 2014. So these are from 2014. They dropped. A little dirty. I might. I have some Jason Marks shoe cleaner. I might. Put these through the wash. I live in LA. I might actually take, Jason Marks has a flagship store, and for like 25 bucks you can get their basic cleaning service. I might even take them there to run them through the shoe wash. So stick around for a second, even though you've already seen, you've now seen what I've opened. Stick around. I have some thoughts on why I got these, why I think these are dope, and what I think you guys should maybe do if you're interested. So I got these ever since I started recollecting like sneakers and getting back into shoes and stuff, really getting into it. Obviously the Jordan 1 was and is still my favorite, but everyone loves Jordan 1s. People love Jordan 3s. I'm not as hyped on them, but I can appreciate them. I like Jordan 4s, and I like some others, and I have appreciation for the whole collection of ones that he wore while he was on the Bulls. But the two never get some love. So as I've been now in the sneaker game for the last 4+ years, it's just you see the same silhouettes over and over. So sometimes, even when something's not my favorite, eventually it starts growing you just because it's different. This is different. There's not much love for the 2s out there. Maybe some of you in the comments watching this video might like the 2, but you know what I mean in general. In general, this is not the favorite silhouette. A lot of people love 3s, 4s, and obviously the 1s. And then it goes on from there, 5s and 6s, 11s, etc. So just as of recent years, I've been a little bit more interested in the 2s just because they're different, and because you can kind of get them at a value buy. You can see they're more affordable. The retros are more affordable. The older ones are more affordable. And then recent news, of course, was that Virgil Abloh and Off-White were going to do a collaboration using the Jordan 2 Low as the silhouette. So immediately when that happened, I started thinking, man, that would be a good time to scoop up some 2s, because the Varsity red white pair looks it is basically the same as a Varsity white red Low, with some modifications to the midsole, the cracking midsole, the signature, obviously the hang tag, and a few details here and there. But I immediately I should just get, since there's only those differences, and they're going to be, you know, everyone's going to want to get those. I should just get the retros. They already probably have a yellowed midsole, etc. And I think a lot of people had the same idea as me, because prices started to go up on old pairs. They were affordable, and then all of a sudden they started to get scooped up, scooped up, scooped up. They haven't done a Jordan white red low since I think 2004. Correct me if I'm wrong. They did these highs in 2014, and they've done the black and red and white ones in 2016. I don't like those as much. The black ones, especially the lows, they look definitely like more like a golf shoe. The white ones I dig, and those ones look exactly like the off-white ones with those minus those few details. So I waited a bit, see if the prices come down, and they're hard to find now. I think a lot of people had my same idea. Still do your research. I found a few pairs here and there, but real crispy ones are expensive. Beat ones kind of affordable. They're just not, I think they've just all been scooped up. There's just not a lot of supply. So I went to the next best thing, the high, which in general I like the high better. The only reason I was interested in the low is because it's basically the off-white one coming out. I'm gonna try these on. They're also coming out with a black and blue one, kind of royal blue highlights and black one. I don't like that one as much. I don't think it'll be as popular either. I do really like what they were doing with a low. I like changing it up a bit. You know, old twos, they also retroed them in 1994. Old twos are, I got the off-white Jordan 1s on today for this unboxing. Let me rewind. Let me rewind a little bit. Then I'll get into what I like about the off-white ones. So if you didn't know, the Jordan 2 came out in 1986. Was designed by Peter Moore and Bruce Kilgore. Peter Moore being the same designer of the Jordan 1. And they did this kind of like fake lizard skin on it, and they were manufactured in Italy, and they had a price point of $100. So to give you some perspective, the Jordan 1 had a retail price back then in 1985 of $65, which was a little pricey for a shoe, and then these jumped to $100 a year later. So people, you know, were not upset. They wanted to be more exclusive, more premium, a little more exotic. So yeah, it came out for $100, 1986. Sorry, I'm going to do this off camera. You don't need to see that. I'll put this in front of you while I put it on. So yeah, that's the history of it. They only came out with two colorways back then. This colorway and the black, white, and red ones. The black, white, and red ones are like the away pair. This is essentially the home color pair. And then they also did two lows in those versions. They've been retroed in 1994, 2004, and then there's been some different variations of them. The Just Don ones with premium materials. Those are fairly popular, pretty pricey. And the Carmelo Anthony's and the Tar Heel lows. So they've got some retros here and there in different ones, but they don't get a ton of love. I feel like might be a little revival here with these off-white ones coming out. See, that looks pretty dope, right? That looks pretty dope. It's obviously missing the swoosh of that one, but it has the Jordan wings on the tongue, Nike on the back, and show you the traction. But the thing is, Jordan almost left Nike after these came out. I think in trying to make these premium, they were really hot. You can feel there's a lot of leather on this, not a ton of ventilation. Has the speed lacing thing going on though. But yeah, he was about to leave, and then Tinker Hatfield came in, showed him the design for the 3, and he kind of brought him back on board, saved Jordan from leaving. But yeah, he won a dunk contest in these, his first dunk contest in these. But so yeah, that's the history. Now going forward in time to retroing these essentially with Off-White in that collab. I like how they're taking a step further. Like, we've seen the yellowed midsole on so much stuff. We've seen the deconstructed look. Like, you know, it's now imitated just constantly. 2017, these like came out and Off-White did its first collab, and ever since we're still getting exposed foam. We're getting deconstructed pieces and text on shoes. So he's set the trend, and companies, and Nike especially, are using those little design features even to current day here 4 years later. So I like that the Jordan 2 is not just going to be have air on the side in quotes and a little bit like this be deconstructed, have a little orange flag, and some writing on the shoelaces in different materials. I like that they took the chance with the crumbled midsole, because you can't find 94s or the 86s without crumbled midsoles. So the ones that they show on the Nike site, the official or the Jordan brand website of the Jordan 2, has the one they show from 86 has a crumbled midsole. And so I think they use that as reference, obviously, and might be a little corny to some, but I mean, I don't want to say like, oh, I thought of that, but like it has crossed my mind in the past, all these shoes with crumbled midsoles. I'm like, when is someone going to pay homage to that or try to incorporate that? And then Virgil goes and does it. So I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here, but I do think that's kind of interesting. Again, some people might think it's a little corny, but I appreciate, rather than just rinse repeat, push the design a little further. Everyone's doing vintage, putting vintage aesthetics on shoes. Let's take it one step further. So I really want those off-white ones, or off-white twos. I imagine they're going to be hard to get. So that's why I got these. Next best thing, I can throw a hang tag on these, beat them up, this yellows, and essentially I have my own version of off-white twos. Maybe I'll sign my name in black pen on these. Probably won't. But I might still look for some twos from 2004 if I strike out. The thing is, I'm tempted to pay resale for the off-white twos, but they're going to be pricey initially, right? They're going to all sell out. Everyone's going to try to flip them for, they're going to come out, and now they're saying November 12th. It's been pushed back. Who knows? Might be pushed back even more with shipping delays. But as of now, it's November 12th, I think, is the drop date. They're going to come out for, $200 some. All the flippers are going to try to make max amount. Probably, my guess here, check back when they drop, see if I'm right. I'm guessing they're going to be trying to flip for around 500 to 700 in that range, just going by the Jordan 5s, the sale colorway. And it might cool off for a bit, so I'm going to avoid paying resale. A, that's a lot of money, and B, I traded in a ton of shoes for those sale 5s, and I traded in so much that if you added up the cost of what I traded in, it's way more than what they are worth right now. Those things have cooled off, those Jordan 5 sale colorway. They are not climbing. It's interesting. It's weird how people aren't vibing with those. They're hovering around $500, $600. So I don't want to overpay for them, for these, the off-white versions, especially when you can get basically the same thing in retros for way cheaper. Again, I think I paid $100 for these on eBay. And I'm going to try to find the twos. So I definitely don't want to overpay, but that's not a knock. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not a knock against the off-white ones. It's a knock against it's just the market and the economy. I like them. It's just I don't want to pay resale, especially when I think they could come down over time. I think after the initial flipping goes and the people who really want them get them, I think prices on those could creep down. Just off-white is just not quite as hot anymore. So maybe they'll come down to a more reasonable price of like $350. I don't know. This colorway, the white red, I think a lot of people will like. So that might be hard to get after the fact. It might not go down too much. The black and blue ones, if you like the black and blue ones, go hard for those. I think you had to have a shot. I think most people are going to try to get these. Those black and blue ones, I think, are going to, resell for a little bit, but more, but I don't think a ton. So go hard. Go hard for those. I don't think the resale price on that is going to be super steep. So let me know in the comments what you think about Jordan 2s in general. Do you like the off-white collabs coming up? And yeah, if you're like me, and I would do your research on these, on old retros, used pairs. Brand new dead stock stuff, pretty pricey, as it is with lots of shoes if they're dead stock, but definitely can find affordable used pairs, and they're just like the off-whites in my mind. And again, that's not a knock against off-white and Nike and Jordan brand. It's just they're going to be hard to get, right? They're going to be all sold out, and they're going to cost a lot of money on the secondary market. So that's my main point. I'm going to definitely go for them and try to get them. But I like these. I'm really happy. As for fit, if you're wondering, I think these are true to size. They are pretty stiff, the leather, and these are worn. These are used. The leather is pretty stiff. It's thick. I'd be hesitant to go a half size down. I'm not standing up in these, but I just saw online before I got on this, did this video, a pair of 11s, Jordan 2 lows in size 11. I was like super tempted. The price looked good, but now having tried these on, I'm a little hesitant. I think just getting a half size down, if your toes were touching, there's not much, I feel like there's not much breaking in or stretching on these. So my opinion, you go true to size or half size up, just to be safe. Let me stand really quick. Yeah, definitely don't go half size down. Go true to size. These are just too stiff to go a half size down, in my opinion, to be comfortable. Definitely true to size or half size up. So there you go. Who owns Jordan 2s in the comments? Let me know. And also, please subscribe. I didn't hit you with a subscribe pitch early on, so please subscribe now. Also, I got some info. There's a really good article on high sobriety that I read before this. It has some really good info on the Jordan 2 history. You should go read that. Maybe I'll link it in the description. So yeah, back with some more Lowheat very soon. Please subscribe, and you'll see.